Jeopardy Sports Network coming to you live. Man, how's everybody doing on today? We are back. Another live edition of the show. JSN Boxing. Man, we working. So what's going on, man? How's everybody doing on today, man? I mean, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. We got a lot to talk about on today's show as it pertains to Anthony Joshua, Eddie Hearn, Deontay Wilder, Triple G. What's going on with Triple G and Canelo? We got breaking news as that is concerned. More breaking news with that. And not only that, we got something else special for you guys to talk about as well. But thanks for everybody who's tuning in. Please like and share the show. It helps with the visibility of the show. And we're going to go ahead and dive into it because we're going to do a full breakdown of Anthony Joshua versus Joseph Parker in this fight. Now, it's certain things that I'm concerned about when it comes to this fight, but we're going to talk about that later. Now, everybody who's tuning in, like I said, please like and share the show, and you got to call in and make your picks tonight, because tonight is the night that it goes down. And what I mean by it going down, it's going to go down to where we're going to be talking about specifically the things of what's pertaining to Canelo versus Triple G. Now, there's been some breaking news that has been released on today, and we're going to go ahead and jump into those discussions real quick. Shout out to Carlos Jackson, who is tuning in. Y'all already know April 6th is going down. King Dynamite, aka Mr. Tate Bank. But we got to talk about this Canelo versus Triple G situation, right? And this is something that's been weighing in heavily ever since the news broke about Canelo being testing positive for clenbuterol. He had 2 positive tests. He was tested on February the 15th. He failed that test. And again, 2 days later on February the 17th, he was tested again and he failed that test as well. Now, they're issuing refunds, right? And I'm pretty sure everybody done heard the news of the refunds that MGM is giving. Not only them, but those of you who've been who have purchased early tickets for the fight. Everything it is that you've done as it pertains to Canelo versus Triple G, refunds are now available. They're giving you all your money back. Every single thing, every dollar you're getting it back. This is something that is unheard of, right? And the thing is, everybody was wondering, why exactly are they giving everything back? Why? What is the reason? What is behind all of this? And this is something that's, if you really haven't been paying attention, the Nevada State Athletic Commission, they are cracking down on Saul Canelo Alvarez. And they're cracking down to the point of where this is something that we have never seen in the sport of boxing at all, period. It almost feels like the scandal back with Major League Baseball. We talked about this in a couple of past shows, matter of fact, when everything broke with Canelo testing positive. This is what it feels like. It feels exactly like that. Like they're cracking down on Canelo to the point to where it feels like there's nothing that's going to be happening on May 5th with Canelo versus Triple G. It will be Canelo being suspended and Triple G maybe unifying with either Billy Joe Saunders. And we heard Demetrius Boo Boo Andre come out and say that he wants to fight as well. Now, is that going to happen? With Demetrius? I doubt it happened with Demetrius Andre, because to me, Demetrius Andre, for one, he don't have anything to offer Triple G besides the fight. It'll be everything for Triple G to lose if he was to face Demetrius Boo Boo Andre. Everything. But with Billy Joe Saunders, now we have something. We cooking with grease when we talk about Billy Joe Saunders. But getting to the news exactly of what it is that has happened and taken place as it pertains to Saul Canelo Alvarez, the Nevada State Athletic Commission Executive Director Bob Bennett has filed a formal complaint against Canelo Alvarez for doping violations. The complaint, signed Tuesday and made public on Thursday, which is today, all but seals the deal that Alvarez's much anticipated rematch with unified middleweight world champion Gennady Golovkin, scheduled to headline on major HBO pay-per-view event on May 5th at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, will be canceled. It is extremely rare for the commission to issue a complaint against the fighter for doping violations for the fighter to go unpunished. So anytime they issue a complaint, you best believe they crack down on it. And for Bob Bennett to do something that is totally unheard of, because everybody felt as though, and I'm one of those guys. I felt as though Canelo was almost untouchable, right? The way that Golden Boy came out and the way they tried to put everything together as it pertains to this whole fight with Triple G. Oh, Canelo, it was the tainted meat. It happens to tons of Mexicans, or whatever the case may be, right? When they came out with all of that, it made you feel like, well, damn, maybe we got to give Canelo the benefit of the doubt. Maybe we have to really, truly take Canelo serious from this point in time. And you have people saying, you have to give Canelo the benefit of the doubt. You can't just rule Canelo as being a cheat because he never tested positive since he been with VADA. Well, guess what? Just because he tested positive with VADA during those times does not necessarily mean that he wasn't doping either. I'm just saying. Now, you got Bob Bennett stating that they signed a complaint and they filed for a complaint against Canelo. Anytime you had a director of the Nevada State Athletic Commission executive, he's the executive director who's filed a formal complaint. So you know that it is getting serious with Canelo. Maybe it's something that they have and that they found that we haven't been knowledgeable about as it pertains to Canelo. Now, it's been mixed signals and mixed news being put out there saying that, Canelo had small traces, that it wasn't a lot, it was less than what Eric Morales had, or whatever the case may be, and Eric Morales was suspended. Well, Eric Morales was suspended, and I've heard that Canelo had more traces of clenbuterol in his system than what Eric Morales had. More. That's just what I heard. But we all don't know at all, period. But it makes me believe that there was more. There's something that's there that they're not really truly giving us as of yet. And they pushed everything back to April the 18th. The hearing was on April the 10th, but they pushed the hearing back to April the 18th. And now after April the 18th, we will know exactly what is going to happen with Saul Canelo Alvarez and Gennady Golovkin on May the 5th. That's, to me, that's some breaking news, man. That's crazy to me because I never thought that it would get this serious. I felt as though, well, you know what? They're just going through basic protocol. Canelo is going to go through the hearing just to, keep everything under wraps because now you got Gennady coming out talking major trash as it pertains to Canelo being a cheater and him being using injections and stuff within his muscles and all of that. You never heard Gennady talk like this at all, period. And you can tell that he knows something that we all don't know either. And my thing is, we all want to know. We're going to go ahead and open up the phone lines. Somebody is calling in and I want to get their thoughts on this. State your name and where you're from, please.
What's going on, baby? This is Carlos.
Oh, what's going on, champ?
Going, man. How's it going?
Oh, man, it's going good, man. We sitting here, we talking about this Triple G versus Canelo situation and the news that just broke out with that. I mean, you gave your thoughts when we did our interview. You gave your thoughts on that. I mean, how do you feel about this, bro?
Yeah, I mean, tell you the truth, man, it shouldn't even happen. Like I told you, man, Triple G should have gone ahead and unified, man. Stop being a prostitute, man. Stop letting Golden Boy Oscar De La Hoya pimp him, man. Like, they see what's going on, man. I mean, I don't know why he just go ahead and fight Billy Joe. Just get it over with. Like, just fight him. You can knock him out. Get that over with, man. Get that, you ain't got to take the money. The money gonna come. You the champion. I don't get it, man. I honestly don't get it.
I mean, to me, say this was you in this situation, right? And you were Triple G, and that this is one of the biggest paydays that you're ever going to make in your career. I mean, although you take a fight with Billy Joe Saunders, you'll pick up another title if you're able to win that fight. But this is one of the biggest paydays of your career, and you want to avenge the draw that you had against him where you really truly felt as though you won the first fight. I mean, is he wrong for still wanting to fight Canelo even after, finding out that he's tested positive for clenbuterol?
Man, I wouldn't even want to fight somebody that got that tested positive.
You wouldn't want to. So you wouldn't take the fight.
It's understandable, but it's gonna come. I mean, after that, no. I mean, because you already see where where it's actually gonna go down to. What's the purpose? I mean, you basically getting pimped and you getting hustled because they already pimping you because they already taking most of the purse. Two, you're the champion at 160. He's not. You're the champ. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So
why let them pimp? Top of the night, come on, man. He tested positive twice. It's not like he got it once, and this was like on some, like how Luis Ortiz when he tried to do it with Deontay Wilder. Tested twice. That's like, that's like saying, when Deontay Wilder when he tried to fight Povetkin and Povetkin popped. Povetkin popped again, and he popped it like, no. I mean, come on, man. Why take the money, man? The money gonna come with Billy Joe Saunders as well, but okay, take the Billy Joe Saunders fight, unify, and they have no choice but to give you at least a 45% split.
I agree. I mean, at this point, right now, Canelo has been still training, as we seen Golden Boy post on their official Instagram account, where Canelo was still going about business as usual, so they're giving us the impression as if the fight is going to happen still. They trying to give everybody the impression like, hey, wait, you guys, hold your horses. The fight is still going to happen and take place. That's what they're giving us. But at the same time, when you start seeing this news, it's like, man, you know what? Maybe I do need to go ahead and get my refund. You know what I'm saying? Get my refund from this fight. And if it happens, then I'll pay for the pay-per-view. But I'm not finna spend all this money getting hotel rooms, flights, and all of that, to where some of that money that you make, you may not even be able to get back when you book stuff out like that in advance.
It's like the whole fight is in turmoil right now. It's like if you already hearing people already getting refunds, you might as well call the fight off. You might as well just call it off. It's not gonna sell that much anymore. People are gonna buy the pay-per-view if it happens. You're not gonna sell it. People are already getting refunds for the ticket because they don't. It's like a flip-flop. They don't know if it's gonna happen. Like, people taking off for work, people got jobs, people got livelihoods. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody finna just take off, and if it don't happen, they just out there for no reason. They came out there to see this fight.
Right. So, I mean, to me, this is about as crazy as it gets in boxing. I mean, I didn't think it would have been to this magnitude. We saw how they was able to handle the Luis Ortiz situation when he tested positive for PEDs, but he was saying that it was the blood pressure medicine, and they still allow him and Wilder to go at it, and it didn't seem as though
that's Wilder's decision. It wasn't them. They defended him. Wilder chose to fight him.
So even with
Wilder wanted to fight
with GGG, if he choose to still, well, at this point in time, if Canelo is suspended, they're talking. I mean, the match that I've heard was 2 years. 2 years gone. Canelo gone for 2 years. The cash cow in boxing now, since Mayweather has retired, gone for 2 years. Who?
I don't even.
And by that time, I feel as though.
Hey man, that'd be crazy.
So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. If the fight don't happen, you say go and unify with Billy Joe Saunders. How do you see that fight happening?
Yes.
Between Triple G and Billy Joe Saunders. Do you think Billy Joe Saunders have a good chance to be able to beat Gennady Golovkin?
Somewhat. Not. I wouldn't say like a Canelo, because Canelo kind of tricky. I wouldn't say he has as much chance as Canelo, because he'll give Canelo a run for his money. But I would say I don't favor Triple G just for the fact that he got something to prove now. He got a chip on his shoulder. He never lost. He still ain't never lose. And Billy Joe was the one that was ducking him the whole time. Years. It took him until he fought Daniel Jacobs just to actually say, get some balls and just say, yeah, come on. And then he still ducked him. So man, that'd be a knockout. I'll go for a knockout. Triple G.
Triple G. I mean, hey, I agree.
By knockout.
I agree. I think Billy Joe Saunders' chin hasn't felt the power of a Gennady Golovkin at all. Period.
He fought. Who he fought? I mean, he fought.
He fought like David Lemieux, Willie Monroe. He hasn't fought anybody of any true quality competition up to the level like Triple G. You're right.
Basically.
But then again, Demetrius Boo Boo Andre was saying he would love to fight Gennady Golovkin, and me, I feel as though he don't have anything to offer. But just as a fight in general, I think it'll be a good fight between Demetrius Andre and Gennady Golovkin based upon skill set.
Man, he looked bad his last fight.
Yeah, 160. That was his first fight at 160.
I used to love him back then. He looked bad, man. It'd be over with, man. He looked bad. I'm not gonna knock it. I used to love Boo Boo Andre at 154, but it's like he took too long, man. He should have did something at 154. He should have did something at 154. Now you're coming at 166. The 160, you look bad at 160 when your first fight. So imagine Triple G, somebody that's comfortable at 160, that got power, that got a hell of a chin.
Yeah,
I mean, it's gonna look even worse.
and this is what I was telling. This is what I was joking about telling people earlier today. I said if Canelo was doping in the first fight and he was swinging with all his might and Triple G didn't budge at all, period, that really truly lets you know that man has a freaking cement chin.
Man, he got what is that for Black Panther? He got vibranium.
Yeah, he got vibranium in that chin, yo. I agree. He got vibranium in that chin.
Some vibranium.
He does.
That chin is crazy, man. That right hand, I was like, damn. He ate it like it was nothing, man. He just walked right through it
and kept coming forward. That's what made it even crazier, and that's what makes this fight even, as interesting going into the second fight if the fight is able to happen. But as of right now, I mean, it just don't seem like it's gonna happen. But hey, champ, since you on, go ahead and give everybody the rundown on April the 6th, what's going down. Go ahead and throw them that social media and let them know where they'll be able to watch this fight live before you hop off the line.
I got you. April 6th, I will be fighting for the WBC Federal Corral Box title. I will be moving up in the rankings. I will be at 122 fighting in the Dominican Republic. You guys can follow me on my Instagram at Carlos_King_Jackson. I will follow back and I will give you all updates and everything. If you want to watch the fight live, I'm giving people an ultimatum. You can follow my Periscope. You get the Periscope app, it's free. Just follow me at King Dynamite 400. And I will give you guys all the updates, coming down. I only got 8 more days left. We about to fly out in a couple days. And, that part, man.
There y'all go. Y'all got it, man. And the new.
Hey, man, nice talking.
That's what's going to be. Those going to be the 3 words that we're going to hear. And the new from the WBC. Hey.
And the new.
See, so it's going down, man. April the 6th. I can't wait. Dominican Republic is going down. Y'all heard it live straight from the horse's mouth himself. Appreciate you calling in, champ, man. And you already know what time it is. We're going to be in touch.
Oh, my mama, man. I'm going to hit y'all. Y'all be cool.
Bet. So that was the champ right there calling in. And if you didn't get an opportunity to check out our exclusive interview, please, right now, after the show, go to my page right here on Jeremy Sports Network or go to our YouTube channel and you'll be able to see the exclusive interview we had with King Dynamite. I'm telling you, it was off the chain. You get to see who his opponent is, and you get some real good information as it pertains to his up-and-coming fight for the WBC Fake Hard Championship. I can't wait to see it because it's going to be phenomenal. I mean, the guy's 12-0 with 8 KOs. He's a beast. He's putting in work, and he's trying to take over at 122 pounds, and I really see him doing just that. So I can't wait. Now, Tim was saying some good stuff. Shout out to my boy Tim in the comment section. Tim was saying some good stuff, man, to where he was saying, I wonder if Canelo will be the same afterwards. This could hurt his momentum, and this is a major blow for Golden Boy. Dude, you're right. This is a major, major blow for Golden Boy. If Canelo is suspended for a long period of time, I'm talking if he's suspended for a year, this is a blow. But they're talking max 2 years. And if Canelo is away from the game for 2 years, think about the opportunities that have for somebody else to become the new cash cow in boxing. But at the same time, how does this affect fighters who are going to be performing on the May 5th card? Guys like Ryan Garcia, right? Ryan Garcia has done a phenomenal job to lead up to this level, to be having his first fight on pay-per-view. Well, and so we won't even see Ryan Garcia performing on pay-per-view. He was one of the fighters being talked about being on that May 5th undercard. I just feel as though it'll be a blow to boxing. You know what I mean? For us to not get this fight. So if you're Triple G, you have to go ahead and go and unify. That's the next biggest fight that's out there with Billy Joe Saunders. You're going to have to go unify. And hopefully, everything is different after April 18th. And what I mean by different as in Canelo is in the clear. The fight is going on. And we're going to all get our money's worth come May 5th because we may get a pissed off Canelo and we may have a pissed off Gennady Golovkin based off the simple fact that Gennady didn't get the first victory in the first fight. So, I mean, that's big news right there. But April 18th, it remains to be seen. Those of you who calling in, please make sure you go ahead and call in. The number is 404-382-0984. The phone lines are open for you to make your picks on Anthony Joshua versus Joseph Parker. Now, we're going to talk about this fight next. But first, Eddie Hearn, right? Him and Deontay Wilder been going at it in the news lately. He's pissed off, Eddie Hearn is, because Deontay Wilder is not coming to Cardiff in the UK this Saturday to see Anthony Joshua versus Joseph Parker. They had the live press conference set up today for Deontay Wilder in the UK, but Wilder was a no-show. Yesterday, Wilder was on Good Morning Football on ESPN. NFL Network. So he's been doing his other media outlets. But Eddie Hearn felt the need to come after Deontay Wilder after Wilder chose not to show up to the UK. And this is what Eddie Hearn had to say. I'm going to play this audio for you guys. This is what Eddie Hearn had to say as it pertains to Deontay Wilder not showing up.
Did you see the comments from Deontay Wilder yesterday?
No, what, on the Boxing Voice?
Yes.
It's like he goes on this little channel. That's about all the media he can do these days on the Boxing Voice. I mean, look at the media here.
Damn, he took a shot
This is the
at the
undercard
Boxing
press conference. What do we have? 20 international TV cameras here? You imagine what would happen if Deontay Wilder was here right now. We were going to do a press conference here today with Deontay Wilder. Can you imagine the media coverage he would have got? What can you say?
Called you a crybaby.
What am I crying about? I'm not crying. I feel sorry for him that he has such ill advice not to make sure that he comes to this event. I'm not crying. I'm very happy with my heavyweight world champion. I'm very happy with my life. I'm just trying to improve his. I'm just trying to make him a bigger star. I'm just trying to make him more money. This is what I do for a living. That's what I do. I make you more money. I make you a bigger star. I get you to bigger fights. So every now and again, you just need to listen. I'm not trying to be arrogant. It's not a case of you come here. I'm just saying to you, major PR blunder not being here this week. And ask anyone in the media. They all say exactly the same thing. There's only one person crying. Oh, I can't get in the ring. I'm not coming. Oh, if I don't get in the ring, I'm not coming. Who's a crybaby now? The difference is you can get in the ring, but we're not scripting it. This is about Joshua against Parker. This isn't about Deontay Wilder. The only focus is the fight. And after the fight, if Joshua wants to invite you in the ring, which by the way he would, no problem. But it's not right. When the fight's over, you jump in and you go up to him. It's not about you, Deontay Wilder, this fight. This fight's about Joshua Parker. When it's all said and done, if we are victorious, then we'll start a little bit of hype train. You ain't signed a contract yet. Once you sign a contract, the fun and games begin. So there's only one person that's thrown his toys out of the pram. But forget about that. It's just madness. Speak to any member of the media. Speak to anyone in the promotion game. Speak to anyone that has any sense and ask them, should Deontay Wilder be here this week?
So he also said that as in regards to the
I'm at a loss of words as it pertains to what Eddie Hearn just said about Deontay Wilder, but at the same time, Eddie Hearn made sense, but at the same time, it makes you think, what is Wilder going to gain being there if, for one, he don't get a chance to be in the ring? Two, if he can't have a face-off with Deontay Wilder, what are you trying to give him a face-off with Dillian White? Are you trying to have protection over Anthony Joshua to keep Deontay Wilder away from him? Because these are some of the things that Deontay Wilder was talking about. Wilder was upset at the simple fact that, hey, they're not letting me do anything that I want to do in order to raise the fight with Anthony Joshua at all, period. So what is the point of me being there? So that y'all can ignore me like you did the last time when he was there with the Klitschko fight? When he was there against Klitschko, they didn't pay him no attention. None. So Wilder don't want to go through that all over again. Think about that. Go back to the Klitschko fight, right? The post fight. After the Klitschko fight, Anthony Joshua, instead of addressing Deontay Wilder, did you know who he addressed right after that fight? That guy addressed Tyson Fury. No. Shannon Briggs, I'm sorry. Shannon the Cannon Briggs. The doped up agent, right? That's what I call him, the doped up agent. This is who he addressed. Shannon the Cannon. He didn't say nothing about Deontay Wilder, who had a title, who was sitting there ringside, didn't say nothing to Deontay. Ignored him. But if Joshua is successful against Joseph Parker, in which we're going to talk about, how do you not call this man out? Everybody wants to see this fight. This is what the fans want. You say you want to fight the fight that the fans want. This is the fight that the fans want. We all want to see Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder. We don't want to see nothing else. So the thing is, why are we having to sit here and talk about all of this other hoopla shenanigans as it pertains to Anthony Joshua and what it is he's going to be doing next? Now, Eddie Hearn made some good points. At the same time, the PR move for Deontay Wilder, this is perfect for him. This is perfect. This is the best that he could have as far as media relations. He will be pushing his brand to a whole nother level if he was there right now in the UK. That's facts. That's facts. Eddie Hearn was speaking facts as it pertains to that. He was also speaking facts of saying that he can give Wilder more money, which that is facts. He can give Wilder career paydays with Dillian White and Anthony Joshua. And he just want Wilder to accept the terms that they've put in place. But according to Deontay Wilder, he's agreed to the terms. He's agreed to what it is that they wanted. All he asked for them to do is what? Let me face off with Anthony Joshua. Let me look him dead in his eye, man to man, and see if he really want this smoke. That's all he want to do. I don't see nothing wrong with that. I mean, if you Deontay Wilder, this is what boxing's all about. But if he's gonna go all the way to the UK and they have protection over AJ and they don't let Wilder in the ring, then what would be the point? At that point in time, what would be the point? Okay, he did a press conference today. The weigh-in is tomorrow. He did a press conference today. Then what? Then what? We sit there and watch him ringside and him commentate the fight, and that's it? He don't get to say anything to Joshua at all, period? Who wants that? We don't want to waste time with that. We want to see them guys face off. This is what we want. Why can't we have that? But then again, the time frame that Eddie Hearn said, they have until February of 2019 to make this fight before mandatories and all of that are starting to come in place, because it's going to be a lot of mandatories on Anthony Joshua's behalf if he wins, because he holds the IBF, the WB, WBA, and the IBL titles. He holds those titles. So they're going to be mandatory fights ready especially if he's not able to unify with Deontay Wilder after he faced Joseph Parker. So he has until February of 2019 to really make this fight happen. So Eddie Hearn said that specifically the fight can still happen this year. But it's going to take Deontay Wilder to make the fight happen this year. And that's where I start having those mixed feelings. If he's going to take Wilder, then why Wilder can't go in the ring? Why Wilder can't address Anthony Joshua? If he's going to take Wilder, Wilder's already agreed to the terms. He just said that it need to be flipped if he's victorious on fight night. Whatever it is that he has to accept in the first fight, Joshua has to do the same thing in the rematch. If Deontay Wilder is victorious. So he's already agreed to everything. What is the problem? I mean, I'm not understanding this. This is the mixed signals that you're getting. And sometimes Eddie Hearn is the type of guy, he will talk too much to where he will continue to dig himself in a hole. And then he will say something later on in the week and forget what he said earlier in the week. And then when you hear both of what it is that he said, you find out, well, damn, Eddie Hearn, you got to be giving us some BS here. You got to just be talking because you love to hear yourself talk. We at that point now with Eddie Hearn. He's doing a great job with Anthony Joshua, but when it comes to really pushing this fight right here with Wilder, come on, dude. You keep hearing excuses after excuses after excuses after excuses after excuses. It seems like it don't stop. Tim say Wilder needs to be there. He needs to make his presence known and prove to everyone that Joshua is shook. Wilder needs to be guest, commentate, run his mouth. I would be there. Dude, and you know what? I agree. I think it's for his brand, he should be there. He should be there for his brand. He should be there because, for one, you're bomb squad, man. When you came the first time when he dropped in the UK, you seen how he had some guys shook, man? I mean, it was Tony Bellew, right? Tony Bellew was doing an interview on IFL, doing a live interview on IFL. And Deontay Wilder walk up and all you hear is bomb squad. And you see the eyes of Tony Bellew get big as I don't know what. You know what I'm saying? And then you hear him say, I don't need no squad. You know what I'm saying? Ricky Conlon, I don't need no squad or whatever. But you see Deontay Wilder like look that man in the eye like, yeah, what's up? I'm here. I mean, Wilder, go to the UK, bro. Go there. Tim is right. Go there, man. Talk that trash. Let them know. Because guess what? Your presence is going to be felt so much that Anthony Joshua is going to be under that. Listen, if Anthony Joshua beat Joseph Parker, he's going to be under so much pressure given the fact that you're sitting ringside. He's going to want to call you in the ring. Because guess what? Everybody going to be calling for Wilder versus Joshua. Everybody. 80,000? You mean to tell me them 80,000 people ain't going to be screaming for Wilder Joshua? And you're sitting ringside? And you think they not going to let you in the ring? Come on, bro. It'll take an army to stop Deontay Wilder from letting him in that ring. It'll take an army. And Wilder at this point, if he don't go, because we still got the weigh in and we still have, fight night. So we got 2 days still. If Wilder don't show, I think it's a bad move, man. I think it's a bad move. Eddie Hearn is right. He's like, because look who's crying now. You're not coming because we say, oh, well, we're not going to let you in the ring. Like, come on, bro. That's just them saying that. I don't think that that's going to happen officially. I just don't. I don't see it being like that. But I mean, I got to get everybody else's thoughts on this, man. Those of you who tuning in, please like and share the show. It help with the visibility of the show. Please call in 404-382-0984. Give your thoughts on this because this is interesting. I want to hear how everybody else feels about Anthony Joshua, Joseph Parker, I mean, I got to get everybody else's feelings on this because I just don't understand how this thing is playing out. I don't understand how this thing is playing out with Deontay Wilder. But you know, that's just where we are right now in boxing. But we got a hell of a fight coming up on Saturday. A hell of a fight coming up on Saturday. 5 o'clock on Showtime. It will be airing live on Showtime at 5 o'clock Eastern Time. Anthony Joshua versus Joseph Parker. We're going to go ahead and do our full breakdown until the callers start calling in. But on our full breakdown of this fight, I posted something earlier on my Instagram. And I said, if Joseph Parker is to win this fight, who are going to be the people that are going to say, I already knew Parker was going to win. I knew Parker was going to win. Parker, he's just a beast. I already knew that. I said he was going to win way beforehand. Oh, da 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 da. This is what people are going to be saying if Joseph Parker's to be able to pull this off, right? I don't think he's going to be able to pull it off. And here are my reasons on why I don't think he's going to be able to pull it off. For one, I'm going to tell you. For one, Joseph Parker is so small against Anthony Joshua. We're going to see tomorrow at the weigh-in. Y'all going to really see what I'm talking about. Joseph Parker lost 33 pounds for this fight. 33 pounds. So you coming in as the smaller guy, way smaller. You don't have the height advantage. You don't have the reach. And y'all could go ahead and follow to where I gave a Jeremy Sports Network tale of the tape of these two guys. Joseph Parker got the smaller reach. He's shorter. He don't have the power that Anthony Joshua has. And he comes forward. He comes forward and he's susceptible to get hit with that uppercut that Joshua loves to throw. Huey Fury was landing that shot all night long. If you go back and watch the Joseph Parker Huey Fury fight, Huey Fury was landing that uppercut shot all night long against Joseph Parker because he loves to lean his head forward and come in. But if he comes and tries to attack the body, guess what? Uppercut, right hand, left hook. Joshua's going to be able to land those shots. And the power that he has as the fight carries on in the later rounds, Joshua gets stronger. Joseph Parker didn't show any kind of strength in the Huey Fury fight. To me, I didn't see it. Maybe, y'all may have saw something different. If y'all saw something different, let me know. But as of right now, I didn't see nothing from Joseph Parker in the Huey Fury fight. All I saw was him being very aggressive. Huey Fury boxed beautifully in that fight through great combinations, but he didn't have the power to get Joseph Parker out of there at all, period. But what is going to be the keys for Joseph Parker to be able to defeat Anthony Joshua? And what I think Joseph Parker is going to have to do is exactly what he said. Use his speed, right? His speed, movement around the ring, having Anthony Joshua, who is a flat-footed fighter, chase him around the ring. But at the same time, you're going to have to be the one to let your hands go. If you're Joseph Parker, you have to let your hands go in this fight. You're going to have to be able to work the jab. Anytime you go to the body, you have to get in and get out. You can't stay in. If you stay in and trade shots with Joshua, you're liable to go down. But if you're Joseph Parker, you got to be able to pick your poison in this fight. You got to be able to. And I think, him and his team has prepared and done a great job in getting him ready for this fight. How it all correlates on fight night, it remains to be seen. But if you Anthony Joshua, boy, whoo, if you AJ already said, I got too much to lose. Too much to lose this fight against Joseph Parker. Too much. And the fact that he has too much to lose lets me know he's going to be bringing his A game. Think about this. In all the pictures, out of all the pictures, all the videos and everything that has been done, we only seen one picture with Joshua holding all the titles, facing Joseph Parker. Only one. Outside of that, everything else, he's saying forget all the belts. This is just AJ versus JP. And I want him bad. So that's enough for me right there to know that AJ gonna bring his game. When have Joshua not brought his game? When have he not stepped up to the plate? He's always stepped up to the challenge. We saw it in the Klitschko fight, the Charles Takam fight. Even though Takam got destroyed by Povetkin, you know what I'm saying? And Joshua was able to get him out of there at the same time, you know, on stoppage. But it wasn't as good as the Povetkin fight against Takam. So that raised a whole lot of questions as it pertains to Anthony Joshua. But he did come in that fight big as I don't know what, like very bulky. But he slimmed down a little bit, cut back on some of the muscle. And you can tell he's shredded, yo. And you're going to see how shredded he is on tomorrow. I can't wait for the weigh-in because I'm really looking forward to seeing how Joseph Parker looked with the 33 pounds that he lost off of his body. I'm really looking forward to seeing it. I'm going to be posting a picture of how he looked now and what he looked like when he faced Hughie Fury. And we'll be able to see the difference then. And then with AJ, you already know what you're going to get with AJ. This is going to be phenomenal, though. I can't wait. This is going to be a fight for the ages. And at the same time, I'm really, truly looking forward to seeing how this thing pan out as we continue to get into the cusp of AJ versus Parker. Get into the cusp of things. Now, there's one more thing it is that we have to talk about on tonight before we let everybody go. And this is what's funny. Everybody is sitting here saying that Anthony Joshua is afraid of Deontay Wilder. Everybody has been sitting here saying that Anthony Joshua is being protected by Eddie Hearn. And a lot of people are saying that Anthony Joshua doesn't stand a chance against Deontay Wilder. That's why he's running from him. This is what people are saying. Do I agree? Do I agree with what it is that they're saying? For one, I don't think Anthony Joshua is afraid of Deontay Wilder. But I think Anthony Joshua is so focused on Joseph Parker that he's not caring about anything that Deontay Wilder has to say at the moment, because he said this specifically. Deontay Wilder could be sitting across from me when they did the sit down. He said this could be Deontay Wilder sitting across from me, but Deontay Wilder didn't accept the deal. Joseph Parker did. That's why I have respect for Joseph Parker. He's here. He's put his title on the line. He's trying to be great, and I have nothing but respect for a guy who's trying to be great. And if you ask me, you know what? This is one of the reasons why I always did like Anthony Joshua, because Joshua's the type. If you show respect to me, then I'm gonna give you nothing but respect back. That's why it was so much respect with him and Klitschko. But with Deontay Wilder, it seems as though it's just so much disrespect, because Deontay Wilder got to understand, and Floyd Mayweather talk about this all the time. When he fought Oscar De La Hoya, Floyd Mayweather told him specifically, Oscar chose my gloves. I was the B side. Oscar De La Hoya was the A side. I had to sacrifice and give up some things as being the B side so that I could become the A side. I did what I had to do to become the A side. And when I became the A side, from that point on, I never relinquished it. He never had a choice, because he went on to be undefeated throughout his career. But at some point in time, Floyd was the B side, and that was against Oscar De La Hoya. Floyd took the less money. It's some things and sacrifices you're going to have to make if you want to be great. And Deontay Wilder, this is one of those things. You're the B-side, bro. You don't make the money that Anthony Joshua makes. You don't have the publicity that Anthony Joshua have. You don't have the sponsorships that Anthony Joshua have. Anthony Joshua got everything right now, except for the WBC and the WBO, which I ain't picking him to have against Joseph Parker on Saturday night. I'm not sitting here raving for Anthony Joshua, saying that, you know, he's going to defeat Deontay Wilder. That's not what I'm doing here. What I'm doing here is trying to put sense into people's heads to let them know and understand Deontay Wilder is not the A side here. He can't dictate any terms and obligations at all, period. He can't. He has to accept the deal that's been put in front of him. And if he don't accept the deal that's been put in front of him, they're going to freeze the fight and move on. Deontay Wilder needs Anthony Joshua more than Anthony Joshua needs Deontay Wilder. That's facts. Look how many, listen, Deontay Wilder, look at how many fights Deontay Wilder has been in since he won the WBC. How many of them was to unify? Why he didn't unify with Joseph Parker? He had an opportunity to unify with Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker said that specifically out his mouth. He came to the fight when Deontay Wilder fought Gerald Washington. He was there ringside, waiting on Deontay Wilder. So, I don't understand what Deontay Wilder's mentality is as it pertains to him doing what he has to do in order to be great. Sometimes you have to do things that you don't want to do in order to be great. And these are one of them. Go to the UK, man. Do what you got to do. If you Deontay Wilder, do what you got to do, bro. Go to the UK. They tell you to fight Dillian Whyte. Guess what? Boom. Knock out Dillian Whyte. And then you made a career payday knocking out Dillian Whyte. And at the same time, guess what? Anthony Joshua's right there at your feet. Go to the UK. Go to the O2. Knock out Dillian Whyte, bro. That should be easy work for you. Easy work. You knock out Dillian Whyte and you're in the O2 in the UK. You already know what time it's going to be then. You know they're going to let you fight Anthony Joshua then. That's going to be automatic. But you're not finna sit here and sell me no dreams, Deontay Wilder, and having me thinking that they just doing you wrong completely. You're not finna have me just sold like that. Everything that's going on right now, some stuff you can't just buy into as fans. We can't. We can't accept some stuff that's given to us either at the same time. Although Eddie Hearn may run his mouth, you know what I'm saying, like a toilet bowl. He may do that. But at the same time, he was right on what it is he said in that audio clip. He's doing things to help Deontay Wilder. He's not trying to hurt Deontay Wilder. He's trying to help build the brand of Deontay Wilder so that this fight with him and Joshua will be the biggest thing boxing has ever seen. Post Mayweather Pacquiao or Mayweather McGregor. But it can still supersede that. It can supersede that. I just don't get it. I don't understand. But you know, maybe that's something for me not to be able to understand. Maybe it's something that Deontay Wilder, you know, feels as though it's not happening. Whatever the contract negotiations are at this point in time, we don't know. We all don't know. But from my understanding, dude, you gotta be there. You gotta be there, and you gonna have to do what needs to be done, man. You got to. Again, the call-in number is 443820984. Call in and make your picks on who it is you think is going to win this fight. I mean, I think Anthony Joshua is going to be successful. The guy has all the tools right now. He has everything riding on him. He can defeat Joseph Parker. He can defeat Joseph Parker. And like I said, Joseph Parker is the smaller guy. You're losing 33 pounds. You're trying to use speed and exploit some of the holes that is in Anthony Joshua's game as far as your foot movement and your ability, and which I think he does very well. But defensively, he lacks the defense to be able to stop a guy like Anthony Joshua who can land at will. And he's going to be landing at will. And the power that he has is going to be on display, full display. But you know, this is an opportunity for everybody else to give their opinions. I'm waiting. 443820984. We got about 5. I'm gonna give 5 minutes before the show ends if nobody else steps up to the plate and call in. Got about 5 minutes because tomorrow's the weigh-in. And after the weigh-in, you already know what time it is. We're gonna be cooking with grease then. We're gonna come back with another show on Saturday morning to where we're gonna talk about this fight before it happened, the pre-fight. Then we're gonna have a post-fight immediately after the immediate reaction to see exactly how it happens and take place. Now, we don't know if Deontay Wilder is not gonna show up fully. He still got 2 days to decide that. But according to his team and him right now, he's not going to be seen in the UK. He was on the Boxing Voice last night, and he talked about that specifically. Not only being on the Boxing Voice, he was on Good Morning Football. So, and he was on some other podcasts as well. So he's not going to be in the UK according to him, but it still remains to be seen. We don't know. He may just pop up come fight night. And hopefully we're able to get that face-off between him and Anthony Joshua, because if we get that face-off, that solidifies the fight right there for us. They talking about they don't want anything to be scripted. We don't want nothing to be scripted either. Hell, let's be like Kelly Pavlik and James Dominguez, unscripted and on purpose. Let that shit be on purpose. Let it be on purpose. But you know, everybody ain't built for this moment. And maybe if Deontay Wilder don't show, maybe this is just one of those moments he ain't built for, to be on this type of platform. This is a big platform. Eddie Hearn ain't playing with what it is he's trying to build with for Anthony Joshua. He's not playing. And just by looking at the media coverage of just this fight with Joseph Parker, 80,000 sitting in the arena. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? This is the fight, you guys. Saturday is going down. We got 1 minute left. One minute left. We waiting. 443820984. Anthony Joshua versus Joseph Parker this Saturday, live in Cardiff. 80,000. It's going to be live on Showtime, 5 o'clock Eastern. This is Jeremy Sports Network, man. I am signing out. Y'all have a wonderful night, and we're going to catch you all later. Please make sure you go to our YouTube page and check out some of the exclusive content we have on our YouTube page. Carlos Jackson interview is up and running. He has a fight come April the 6th. It is going down. I can't wait for that. And at the same time, follow us on all social medias. This is Jeremy Sports Network. I'm signing out. Peace. Hold up. Now I was gonna let y'all go right quick, right? I was gonna let y'all go, but something just came through my mind. Now this is JSN overtime. Something just came through my mind, and this is what just came through my mind. Think about this. If Anthony Joshua loses to Joseph Parker, then what does that say? Because this is something that nobody is really truly talking about. All of us are picking Anthony Joshua to win. Yes, we are. But if Joseph Parker pulls off this upset, what happens? What happens? How would the world gravitate to Joseph Parker winning this fight? Damn, that's some cold shit right there. Because that makes you think. If Joseph Parker is to defeat Anthony Joshua, albeit he's going to have to do it twice. He's going to have to do it twice. Because there's a rematch clause on Anthony Joshua's behalf if he loses to Joseph Parker. But Joseph Parker don't have a rematch clause in his contract. There's no rematch clause for Joseph Parker. But at the same time, if Joseph Parker is to win this fight, and he do it the way that he said he was going to do it, then damn it, why he won't be able to do it 2 times around? Why won't he be able to do it 2 times around? And I think he had the ability to do it 2 times around if he was to fight Anthony Joshua for a second time around after he defeats him the first time. It's a possibility. All I'm saying is it's a possibility. You have to give Joseph Parker some level of respect. You have to. You can't. I'm big on saying that AJ is going to win this fight. You've heard me say that. But at the same time, Joseph Parker has a puncher's chance. He do. He has a puncher's chance. That's all I'm gonna say. Because I don't want to be one of the ones looking stupid. You know what I mean? If Joshua get knocked out by Joseph Parker. That's all I'm saying. All I want to do is be one of the guys who say, you know what, I gave him a chance to win. That's it. So that's why I came back on you all to give y'all that exclusive, like, behind the scenes credits. You know what I mean? But I'm doing it for the gang. It's Jeremy Sports Network, man. I am signing out. Y'all make sure y'all have a wonderful evening. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at JSN Boxing for more exclusive content. Make sure you follow us on Facebook at Jeremy Sports Network. Hit us up on Twitter at Jeremy_sports for live fight chats. And at the same time, be paying attention to the page because we will be doing the live weigh-in immediately from Jeremy Sports Network page. Tune into that. This is going to be dope. It's going to be dope. Check out the post-fight. This is going to be dope too as well. So this is your boy, man. I'm signing out. Y'all make sure y'all have a good night. Peace.